Hey my friends, welcome back to the channel. Let's do a 2025 version on how to summon Henryk very fast in order to help you out with your Shadows of Yharnum and your Rom the Vacuous boss fights if you need it, because in my opinion Henryk is just one of the best characters, and he actually has a very sad story as well, but we'll get to that in the video. So let's get in it and see how you can get this NPC's help in the game. Here we go, my friends. We're starting off the Henryk quest line from the beginning of the game when you wake up in your Safecast clinic for the first time. As you can see, I am wearing his garb that you can later get after you've used his full quest line and all that stuff. I've sped up most of the video just to help you guys get through the thing as fast as you can. I have done videos on Henryk before. It was actually one of my more popular videos when I just started this channel, but I just felt, let's do an updated 2025 version for the new players. Like I said in the intro, Henryk to me is one of the best NPCs when it comes to fighting the Shadows of Yharnum and Rom the Vacuous Spider, because he can take a lot of damage. Now if you can follow what I'm doing on the screen here, basically there's a couple of steps we need to do. You can interact with Eileen the first time like I did in my original video, where she's actually waiting on the balcony looking over the streets of Yharnum. I'm going to show you that area right about now. Now usually you can go in there through that little opening, and then you'll find Eileen standing on the balcony and you can interact with her, setting the whole quest line in motion. But we're not going to do that, because you can actually do this quest line a little bit faster, because you can find her directly outside of Odin's chapel and just do both those conversations with her at the same time. So what you basically need to do is you need to head over to Father Gascoigne. You need to defeat him. The storyline is actually Henryk and Father Gascoigne are very good friends and stuff. But both of them went mad, this whole thing that's going on in Yharnum and all that stuff. So you have to defeat Father Gascoigne. Then we have to meet up with Eileen on the balcony of Odin's chapel. Now what you're going to need to do, if you have some Bold Hunter's marks, that's going to help you out a lot. If you manage to... I don't know why I lit that lantern, it wasn't really needed, but okay. You're going to have to go back to the Hunter's Dream. Depending on how you play the game, you can either take the long route, go fight the Bloodstaff Beast to open up the gate in the cathedral, gain access to the cathedral wall that way, or do what I'm doing in the video here. I'm going to go back to the Hunter's Dream and I'm going to go buy the Hunter's Chief emblem to open up the gate, because the gates are important. You need to open up the gates in order to spawn Eileen next to the chapel. It's just the way it is. So my advice to you is go back to the Hunter's Dream after the Gascoigne fight, buy the Hunter's Chief emblem and go back to the Cathedral Ward. Head towards the big gate. I also use a lot of blue elixirs and stuff just to avoid detection from the enemies and all that stuff. But whatever, the way you want to play the game, this video is solely to show new players on a faster way to summon Henryk later on. There's a couple of steps that you need to follow in order for this to work. So please watch the whole video until the end. It's always funny when I get comments from people, complaining, the video didn't work because he couldn't summon this thing, because most of the time people just skip to the end. Important, open that gate. Another thing, open this gate. 3 gates have to be opened. Now as you go down here, you'll find, I'm just going to get rid of this guy over here. Exhaust this conversation with her.
Oh, a hunter, are you? What a mess you've been caught up in. Here, to welcome the new hunter. Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now. Still lingering about. What's wrong? No matter. Without fear in our hearts, A little different from the beasts themselves. What are you still doing here? Enough trembling in your boots. A hunter must hunt.
Okay, once she said that, you can either use a Bolt Hunter's Mark to respawn at the lantern, or you can go into the cathedral, go back to the Hunter's Dream, or come back to this area to set up the second part. Exhaust this conversation as well.
Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the cathedral ward. Henryk, an old hunter, has gone mad, and he's my mark. Don't go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the cathedral ward.
She asked you not to go there, but you need to do this in order to set up the first phase of the quest line to get Henryk to appear in the game. So we're just going to head back to where you fought Father Gascoigne, and you'll see Henryk standing over there, just looking over the graveyard. He's probably wondering where his friend is and all that stuff. Don't fight him, and be careful that you don't hit Eileen while she's fighting him. Otherwise, she's going to get pissed at you and she's going to attack you as well. So be very careful when this fight is going on. You know, log on to him, give him some gunshots, give her a chance to kill him. You can help, you can engage. But it's very dangerous that you, or very critical that you don't hit Eileen. But she has to actually defeat him as well. Right.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then. He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
Now we're going to continue on to the next phase. We're not going to see Eileen again till later in the game. We're moving on to Vicar Amelia. You have to go and defeat her as well. Interact with the skull, remember, very important. Otherwise you can't gain access to the Forbidden Woods. It's basically those three areas that you have to follow this quest line down the line. Otherwise it will not work. Sorry guys, I have to stop myself there. I actually forgot to include another thing. If you're a first time player of the game and you want to follow this quest line, after the Vicar Amelia boss fight, go directly to Henryk Charnel Lane and go defeat the Witches of Henryk in order to get the Ruin workshop tool as well. It's also a very critical thing that you need in order to go on with this quest line. If you don't have that specific tool, you can't equip it on your Carol Ruins. I forgot to include it on the this video. Apologies for that. But after the Vicar Amelia fight, go to Henryk Charnel Lane, defeat the Witches of Henryk, go get the Ruin tool, and then we'll continue on with the rest of this video. Again, apologies about that. So we're just going to head over to Father Vicar Amelia. Just going to get her out of the way quickly. Please, again guys, I'm asking you very nicely, do not skip these steps. This one there. As you can see, I'm also doing these fights heartless as well, just to, makes the video look a little bit cleaner. Okay, we're done with her. Remember to interact with the skull, otherwise you cannot gain access to the Forbidden Woods. And the reason you need to fight Amelia, she gives you the golden pendant, which contains the password, Fear the Old Blood, that gains you access into the Forbidden Woods, and that's where we're heading now. And this is where we find the second critical thing. There's a specific ruin that you need to pick up from Master Walter inside the little building where the Forbidden Woods area starts. You need that ruin equipped on your Carol Ruins to in order to summon him. Now that's also going to mean you're going to need to play the Witches of Henryk part as well, Henryk Charnel Lane, in order to get the tool. If it's your first time, after the Vicar Amelia fight, go and do the Witches of Henryk part and go get that ruin after that boss fight. It's not hard, great area. But then you're going to come to this area. Now we need the guy that's in that building standing there, we need his Impurity Ruin in order to summon Henryk. That's the only way you're going to get him. I'm just going to make my way towards him as quickly as possible. This is a very big area, like I've said multiple times. A lot of enemies, great pickups and stuff. It is a progression area. It's very important that you play this area. I'm going to use a blue elixir there just to get past the snake guy on that bridge. It works like a charm. Go up here, up the elevator, open up the door, which is also acts as a shortcut. And then you speak to Master Walter, exhaust the conversation.
Ah, a new face, are you? And an accomplished hunter, you would have. I am Walter, Master of the League. Members of the League cleanse the streets of all the filth that's spread about during the hunt. Like any half-decent hunter ought to. You've seen enough of these wretched beasts. Sentence these fiends to death with the help of your League confederates. What do you say? Why not join the League? Yes, as a hunter well should. The night brims with defiled scum and is permeated by the chill.
From here on, go back to the Hunter's Dream. Once you've gotten the Ruin tool, workshop tool in the Henryk part of the game, after that boss fight, go to your Carol Ruined altar back here, and on the very last slot, equipped that Impurity Ruin there. Now this is going to help you if you have, you should also have 1 insight or 1 madman's knowledge in order to summon Henryk for this fight. Now the very cool thing is, if you're really struggling with the Shadows of Yharnum, you can summon only him, or you can summon the Mother Rus twin as well. The game actually allows you to bring in 2 NPCs at one point, at this point, where you can, you know, just to make it a little bit more even, you know, because it's three shadows fighting the 2 of you. I play the shadows, I do them by myself, but I know for first-time players, Henryk would definitely help you out in this fight. He would definitely, he takes a punch, he can take a lot of damage. He's a pretty strong character, and I kind of love the way he looks. He's very distinctive with that yellowish garb of his. Actually has a very high fire rating as well, so it takes a lot of good fire damage. But yes, if you followed all the steps, this is where you find Henryk. You can go up, I always suggest that as well. Go open up the shortcut, that's where you find the Mother Rus twin. But if you followed every step like I explained, this will work and you'll find Henryk, and you can use him for both this fight, this boss fight, and the Rom the Vacuous Spider boss fight. You have an option in Bergenwerf. You can use him, you can use the Mensis Scholar, or you can use the Mother Rus twin as well. But I stick with Henryk. You'll keep those shadows busy while you're, you know, whatever you're doing, whatever your strategy is, the way you fight these enemies and stuff. There's a couple of videos on the channel where I explain how I fight them and my method of defeating them as quickly as possible. Armor-wise, I would always say, you know, wear something that's fire resistant, because all of them do use fire in a certain way, and something that can take a lot of physical damage. I use a lot of beast blood pellets and fire paper. Pretty sure you've seen this in other videos as well. But yeah, now me and Henryk are just playing with this, just messing around with this one lonely shadow. He's in trouble. Right, so let's move on to Bergenwerf. Everything is in place now, so this will work perfectly now. You can summon him for this attack, and why it helps to have a strong NPC with Rom. Don't just go for Rom the Vacuous Spider immediately. Get rid of his little spiders. There you can get the Mother Rus twin. You can, like I said, you can get the Mensis Scholar, but we're going to use Henryk for this one. So you've got an option of 3 NPCs that you can use in this area. But what I was saying is why it's nice to have an NPC sometimes. They'll get rid of the spiders for you while you're focusing on Rom, maybe. Or you can help him out get rid of the spiders. There's a total of 30 small spiders in all 3 stages with Rom. So this is where you find Henryk. We're going to use him. So while I'm waiting for him, I'm just going to go get the key to open up the door. In this area you can only summon one NPC to come and help you. As soon as you hit Rom, the fight is triggered and he's going to enter the area. He's still standing behind the door, but at this point now he's already on his way. You'll see him drop into the background right about now. There he is. It does take his time. He did do a funny thing. He started attacking Rom, and that's not what I want him to do. I want him to focus on the little spiders. I was hoping for a first phase kill here. Didn't quite get it. Which you'll see now when we go. Rom already went to his third phase there. So now there's 20 of those little spiders. So he's taking care of those while I'm taking care of Rom. You'll see him there in the background being attacked by spiders and stuff. He's much tougher than the Mensa Scholar. But that is the whole Henryk quest line and how you summon this NPC, my friends. I hope this video helps you. I hope as a first time player you don't give up too quickly. Just follow the steps in the video and you'll be fine, and it will work perfectly. Thank you so much for always watching my videos. Thank you for the kind comments, or sometimes you get some dick people that just say stuff that try and get under my skin. My skin is like a rhino's. It doesn't faze me at all. So, but even the haters, I love you too. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.